reparations. We've been offered that, and even now today, even though it's 12 states that are looking to add reparations to give back something, but nothing in this form of what was promised to us. We were promised 40 acres.
And a mule.
Well, but
What's your podcast
talking about?
Black everything. Black everything. Black everything.
Well, what are we talking about then? Now you gave all
about
the.
you being confrontational right now. So
I am always
that's what we're
confrontational.
talking about right now.
I am always confrontational.
All right, so let's take a breath and then we're gonna continue.
Everybody say. Now we have.
All right, y'all, we back.
come on, man. Come on, man.
This is Black Everything, as you know. That this is about Black people, Black empowerment, Black unity. I got today joining us as on a regular occasion, my co-host Lamont.
There you go. There you go.
And then my other co-host, Lynn.
Hey, man, you could have kept me out of it.
Hey, so disregard him until it's time, y'all. Don't worry about Lynn right now. He in the mood.
Please.
Anyway,
Baby, please.
Today, y'all, we're going to talk about something that is really not talked about a lot, but should be talked about, and it's called reparations. Yes, and this is the dreaded R word to most white people. Little sister.
You played that. Give me the lighter then.
I didn't play nothing. My phone rang.
I don't care. Give me the lighter.
Oh,
You can edit that out.
I'm gonna have to. I see I'm gonna be forced to do quite a bit of editing out.
Yes, you will.
Come on, man.
All right, y'all. Reparations today in the United States, although it's a difficult subject to talk about because it's been asked for over 200 years, and there's literally to no movement on it even to this day in 2024. So, well, it's 2025 now, right? Yeah.
Right, but reparations been discussed since Lincoln freed the slaves.
I said over 200 years.
Yeah, it's a little longer than that, but yeah, okay, I get you. I'm with you. I just want to, because we were talking about today, and I just want to make sure.
It was never real legislation until around 200 or so years ago.
When he said it, it was a legislation, but they never followed. Let you know that this is this ongoing problem. Again, we have to make sure we take care of ourselves. Reparations, we've been offered that, and even now today, even though it's 12 states that are looking to add reparations to give back something, but nothing in this form of what was promised to us. We were promised 40 acres.
And a mule.
Well, but imagine if you had 40 acres now in your family. We talking about generational wealth. If your family, if they really acknowledged it like they were the Jews, and
Please start.
I got you. But let me just finish my point.
Yeah, I got you.
I said,
Yeah, right, man. That's why he said it. Right. That's why he said it, because we doing this. Fuck the TV.
I understand. Listen,
But let me finish. You giving away.
Please,
let me get away
please
my point.
finish.
So
Please finish,
what we're getting to is always been ignored. It's always been ignored, and we never pushed it. But now you're seeing it pop up, but it's nowhere near on the level of where if we got our actually reparations, what it's really worth to African Americans. Y'all pay that to everybody. Still got to do our thing. There's levels to this shit. But I'm gonna get this back to Greg because I don't want to interrupt the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we gonna talk more first. We are gonna get into the more broader aspects of reparations that Lamont was just discussing. Right now, though, we're gonna talk to just a little more localized. Some of the different cities that so far have made some kind of initiative, y'all. So I'm gonna give you a couple of places. Evanston, Illinois. So it looks like in 2021, Evanston became the first U.S. city to implement a reparations program, providing housing grants to Black residents who suffer from discrimination housing practices. So I do want to commend that effort, but as you heard my friend say, it's far overdue, and I don't really believe this is enough.
Right. Well, because
wait.
No, I want Lynn.
Let's start back at the beginning when we
No,
first started.
no. We can't do that.
We want to stay right here. We want.
So you can talk about legislation. You can talk about legislation, but I can't say a word about it.
What you
Go
want.
ahead. Go ahead.
But we
go
want to
ahead,
stay
go
where we
ahead,
are right now.
Go ahead.
With Ellison, what I was going to say, even with that, don't that sound like the same thing that they had when they was Section 8 and food stamps?
That's basically what it is.
That's all
That's
it
why
is.
I say it's
That's
just a
what it
piss in the
is.
face.
Right.
It's not nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And for them to define it as we giving back reparations.
A point about food stamps and that out. I just want to interject this. Listen, when food stamps and all these programs and assistance programs came out, it was not designed for black people. They start segregating them.
Right.
That's what I had to say.
exactly what.
That's what I had to say. Now, y'all go.
That is basically what this basically seems like, that they just trying to put us into like another little box and say that they helped us. But moving on to the next one, something a little more closer to home for us is St. Louis, Missouri, which is next up. In 2024, the city's Reparations Commission released a detailed plan recommending cash payments and policy reforms for Black residents impacted by systematic injustices.
Can you extrapolate on the policies so I can understand it? Because I didn't understand all of it.
Tell us.
Well,
tell us.
So included that not only was we do probably like some type of monetary amount, but more than that, they said, dude, your whole city fucked up, basically. Mm-hmm. They say racism is so rampant and so intricated into every aspect of your city, sir. Y'all should just tear the whole system down, the whole law system, and just redo it. That's basically essentially what they said. Now, y'all can go look it up, y'all, online. It was like I think it was like 100-page report.
Right. And what he's saying is the report is an actual report. But that kind of bends on
recommendation. It was a recommendation.
But
don't
kind of bends on what
time?
We've been talking about when I talk about a lot of these politicians as far as policies, they just follow the same old shit. They don't really, only time we see these motherfuckers is when they got a placard in front of your house. You know,
exactly.
They don't serve us, and so we got leaders. This reparation thing is something that was you had written in legislator. Abraham Lincoln, 40 acres and a motherfucking mule. Give us what's based on that.
Do we have legislation seriously anywhere?
Just
got
40 acres and a mule. That ain't something
he asked a good question. Let me answer that.
You know, I did. I was answering it.
There is officially no written legislation on reparations.
That's what I'm getting to.
While we talking,
That's all I'm asking.
I'm gonna pull it up. Y'all keep talking.
Okay. Now he's going to Google it or whatever they do now to find it and pull it up.
Okay.
My thing is about that is that
reparations.
I've heard about it, and it's like some of the old jokes and fairy tales that you say, you know, you Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and all that. Reparations gonna
it's
come
a
up.
fantasy.
It's just fantasy.
A fable.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is. I've been around for 76 years, and listen, the only time that we get something is somebody has to die for it. We fight for it. We get it, and then they change the laws again. Now how long have we fought for women and equality and stuff, and then they just voted, what was that, Roe versus who now?
Right. Roe versus Wade.
And then they finally got a chance to vote it out. Here we go, y'all. We got you now. This is the same villainous person and system that we've been living in forever, man. It ain't changed much. Hey, we thought we was doing something. We got a black president. Yep. Mm-hmm. What you got was a hiccup.
Well, look,
for a while.
While Lamont over there Googling in his Google, I'm gonna tell the other cities that did similar things. So, San Francisco, California. I've been there, y'all. It's a nice place. I wouldn't recommend living there, but
Cost of living high in the mug out there now.
Man.
Hey.
Proposals and same. Notice everything starts with a proposal.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't said law that didn't affect it. We are proposing that we gonna do this shit. We are thinking about doing this shit. We just gonna put it on paper, but we proposing that somewhere along the line we gonna do this. Keep proposing. Shit. Proposal where?
That's amazing that I
See,
keep seeing that.
Look how quick you caught on to it.
Right.
You catching on to it.
I've been understood this and I've been acknowledged it, and that's why I wanted to do this subject today. So, any rate, they have a I can't even say proposal now.
Yes, the government has a proposal.
Proposal in San Francisco includes significant cash payments to eligible Black residents through debates, though debates over funding and implementation continue. Well, what do you think?
The same old Fantasy Island.
And finally,
the plane.
And finally,
Jack.
Let's just talk about California, the state itself. They established a reparations task force. Ooh, I wonder if they got fancy shoes.
Listen, man.
Right, in 2020 to explore reparative, like reparations, but measures for African Americans in the state. The task force released a comprehensive report in 2023 recommending cash payments, policy reforms, and public apologies.
Hey man, listen. I understand what you're saying, and it sounds all good, but reality has set in again. They've had another one of them vicious forest fires out there. People have lost homes, lives, and all kinds of things.
Go out to all those people.
Yeah, my prayers go out to all of them too.
Them fires.
But in the real world, what's going to happen is those people that lost all that stuff are going to be repaired or paid for or helped, and it's going to be a long way down the line before they really sit down and start talking about reparations to the minorities again. That they got other issues out there, so let's get to the real world issues. Let's get to some stuff.
This is a whole subject though.
Yeah, it is. Okay. It's a whole subject. And
whenever Lamont decided to join us,
I'm sorry about that, you all. It took a while to put it. The 40 acres and something is when Lincoln freed the slaves, and this is the president. So when he puts it out there like that, you can call it proposal, legislation, but that shit is still in the record books. That was something we were supposed to receive. The legislation and the way this country came went about, at that time we were still damn slaves, and after that we've been still slaves. It changed our mentalities, all of that. So whatever was promised, we weren't the first people they promised something to. They took this shit.
They did it to the Native American, the indigenous people.
So it's nothing new, but the fact that I guess you want to put lipstick on the pig and say now we're gonna do something for the niggas.
This is for my niggas.
Lipstick on the pig. God, I ain't heard that in so long.
Holocaust happened in Germany, but they made sure all of these people got rich.
Damn. I mean, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I imagine.
No, what I'm saying
bullshit.
is the Germans did this, and they paid some, but we and I love the Jews. This ain't a disrespect, but if you all had Holocaust and you all looked at it that well, and nobody ever looked at what we had to endure just to be here. Yeah. But right now, I better be careful driving down the street. So come on, man. All of this shit is the roots that come from that. So when you talk about reparations today, the fact that you're willing to address it some, and I hope some good come out of it, but there's still just the same old welfare shit you had before. That thing ain't talking only for the few people in the city of St. Louis, and believe me, everybody ain't gonna benefit from it.
No.
What's your podcast?
Talking about black everything.